Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful Christmas Eve. Going to keep this one pretty brief, but here's something that I thought was very amusing that you might enjoy. So Time Magazine released a top 10 best video games list of 2024. Going from rank 1 to rank 10, they put Veilguard in rank 1, then Astrobot, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Silent Hill 2, Neva, Alan Wake 2, Black Myth Wukong, Star Wars Outlaws, Lego Horizon Adventures, and finally at 10, Helldivers 2. Imagine actually putting Veilguard in the top spot. Well, that's what this person, Richard Newby, did. Assuming this is the same Richard Newby, this corporate journalist had also worked at The Hollywood Reporter and Inverse. Richard Newby's explanation for Veilguard being the best game of the year includes reasoning such as the character creator being fully inclusive, not only in terms of race, but also gender, in its inclusion of non-binary pronouns. He also wondered if BioWare had the sauce to return, as he puts it, saying, boy did they ever. Dragon Age the Veilguard comes out swinging, and BioWare clearly had something to prove. Yeah, okay, so what exactly did they prove here? Because it seems like to a lot of old Dragon Age fans, this game completely fell short. But hey, they put selectable pronouns in the character customization options. This clearly has to be a rank 1 game now because of that. Okay, to be fair, he did include a third and final paragraph. You already saw two of them. Here's the third and final one as mentioned, with more of an explanation for why you put Veilguard in rank 1. This paragraph is so bizarre, it just seems like something he had an AI spit out. Points include combat and traversal features, which are some of the best seen in Dragon Age games, and that the real treat is in the journey, which is nothing without the bonds formed with your companions, and that there's a greater attention to character traits here, which makes the connections all the more exciting because it isn't simply a game of playing nice. Is that even true though? One of the most common critiques of this game has been that you're forced to be nice. And finally, he says, the portals are a welcome travel feature, as is the ability to access companion special power sets from an open menu. And it's like, even if dude wants to argue that these are all good things for the game to have, these hardly seem like reasons to put Veilguard in rank 1. But hey, this is Time Magazine. Who cares about their opinion on video games or really anything? The fact of the matter is we're just using it for content right now, especially because we're going to pair it with this next write-up, that being where Fandom Pulse had wrote, Dragon Age the Veilguard sold worse than Star Wars Outlaws in Europe. Which is a hilarious juxtaposition. Times like, best game of the year. Meanwhile, the actual numbers show that this performed worse than Outlaws in Europe. That's crazy. As you probably know, Star Wars Outlaws has underperformed greatly. So much so that Yves Guillemot had to address it multiple times in financial statements for Ubisoft. And Outlaws' massive failure even changed the trajectory of Assassin's Creed Shadows. And so from the Games Industry.biz microcast, they discussed this underperformance of Outlaws, amongst other things. One particular quote of note being, Dragon Age had the market to itself, and it could not find an audience. And that's really scary as we move into the following year. Well, Veilguard did find an audience. It just wasn't much of one. Anyways, that's it for today's brief coverage. If you enjoyed the brief coverage though, please consider liking and or subscribing and letting me know what you think about this stuff in the comments. Have a great rest of your day and a great Christmas tomorrow, and I'll see you in the next one.